Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are grateful to Allah because give the opportunity to live together again and talk in this forum. It's me, Zilali Murshida binti Ismail, as your moderator. We want to discuss about should vaccination be made compulsory for everyone. And before that, I would like to people know why must have take the vaccine. First, a vaccine is a product produced from a part or the whole structure of a virus or bacteria that have been killed or weakened, or from subunit protein of the virus. Antigens in vaccine work to stimulate the body's immune system to form immunity against specific disease infections. Vaccine help the immune system by training this antibody to recognize certain germs so that the immune system is well prepared when the time comes for real germs to attack your body. The side effect after the vaccine, like on our experience, is laxity in the arm muscle. There is also a high fever and many other side effects depending on the person immunity. Before we move to our panel, let me introduce our panel is the very gentleman Mr. Abdul Remy bin Yahya. For panel 1, next our is a very beautiful face is Miss Nur Marahaini Anis binti Zainal. For panel 2, and the last panel, very the high knowledge personality is Miss Nurwaridina Bartisha binti Zamri. Okay, talking about the vaccine, I would like to ask you, panel 1, what is your opinion about whether or not everyone should take the vaccine?
Thank you for moderator. First as all, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. My name is Abdul Raimi bin Yahya and my metric number is E22A0379. I, as a panel 1, would like to comment and answer the question that was presented by the moderator earlier. It is necessary or not for everyone to take this vaccine? The answer the answer depends on each person thinking, but according to the special meeting of the Muzakarah Committee of the National Council for Islamic Religious Affairs, which convened on December 3, 2020, took a discussion that the law on the use of the COVID-19 vaccine should and must be taken by the group designated by the government. This is because the vaccine can help strengthen a person's body immune system in fighting this COVID infection. If a person does not take the vaccine, they are very susceptible to the COVID virus that is spread in the air. Because the body immune is not strong enough to prevent the COVID virus from infecting themselves. I would like to add a little contention between the public. What about people who are allergic to this vaccine? How do they want take the vaccine? For people who are allergic to vaccine, there is no need to worry because the Malaysia Health Department have reached survival type of vaccine released by skilled country. For example, vaccine Pfizer, AstraZeneca and Sinovac. Therefore, for allergic people can receive the vaccine that are suitable for them. That's all from me as panel 1. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for panel 1. So we decide to panel 2, which I want to ask about what are the advantages of someone taking the vaccine.
Thank you to our moderator. Welcome and good afternoon. First, let me to intro myself. My name no Marahin Arisma Zaina. Matric number E22A080389. The advantage of taking a vaccine is to protect all age from disease. Immunization saves millions of lives each year and is widely recognized as one of the most successful healthy interventions in the world. For example, the advantage of vaccine can reduce the risk of infection. Generally, Barbie and the elderly are vulnerable to serious infection. This does not mean that teenagers are completely safe. Teenagers also need to be vaccinated to reduce the risk of getting serious infectious, safe and effective. Vaccines are proven to be safe and effective to protect yourself vaccine preventable disease (PPD). That's all opinion. Thank you.
Okay, very thankful. Thank you for panel two for your good opinion. And I think in the world must spread the awareness about this advantages taking the vaccine. So we decide to panel three. For my question is, when something and advantages exist in that medicine, that the advantages must be there because this is a newly discovered human invention. So my question is, what is disadvantages of a vaccine for someone?
So I as a penalty want to answer the question that the moderator asked to me about vaccine shortage for someone. So in my opinion, I think that no vaccine offers us 100% protection and effectiveness. For example, the flu vaccine does not protect older people from getting the flu as much as it does in younger people. But older people who are vaccinated against the flu have less severe illness, are less likely to be hospitalized, and are less likely to die. Vaccines have a small risk of adverse reactions, the most common of which are redness and soreness at the injection site or fever and allergic reactions. So in addition, in the situation of COVID-19, those who take the vaccine will receive the effect after being vaccinated, such as fever, pain at the injection site, headache, muscle pain, fatigue, and others. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Alright, thank you for panel 3 for your opinion. Okay, we decide to next question is refer to panel 1, Mr. Rainy. About your opinion depend on someone who want to take or not. Okay, so we decide to panel 1. What should be done if someone is affected with COVID?
Thank you, moderator. In my opinion, if a person has symptoms and is legitimately infected with COVID, they need to inform the matter to the health department by calling because they don't want to spread the virus COVID-19. Uh, Next, they need to tell the matter to a close contact so that the close contact can do a COVID check as soon possible. For a COVID patient who are not a critical can self quarantine at home until they are confirmed to be free of a COVID. But will a, will a critical patient need to be quarantined in a hospital or a place provided by the health department because they need to be they need to be monitoring from a doctor in the event of emergency. That's all in my opinion.
Okay, thank you for panel 1 for your good explanation about the topic that I asked. So we decide to panel 2. I want to hear your opinion about why does someone who has been vaccinated also get the virus COVID, and why?
Thank you to our moderator. My opinion, remember the COVID-19 vaccine required to use the injection does and it takes a month to pretty effective immunity for the body. The first injection is aimed at the triggering and initial immune response, while the second injection is aimed at strengthening the immune response that is formed when a person is declared positive after vaccine. It means that at the time of vaccinated, the person has been exposed infected with COVID-19 and is in the incubation period Sinovac COVID-19. The vaccine was developed using the inactivated vaccine, which has been proven to be safe, does not cause serious infection, and is almost impossible to cause someone to become infected. Because taking a vaccine is not a guarantee of not getting infected, but it is an effort to protect healthy. However, with the availability of this vaccine, is not reduce the pain when infected. Next, to reduce the occurrence of severe symptoms, the vaccine can also prevent the number of deaths due to COVID-19. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for panel 2 for your interesting answer, and I hope people nowadays more alert about this vaccine taking. And the last question about this session is panel 3. I want to know your suggestion, the effect if people do not take the vaccine, because some people do not believe in a new invention. And the vaccine manufacturing process, which is very immediately and it's manufactured. As we know, the manufacture of this medicine will be take a long time to produce, and the process is long, is very fleeting, and its effectiveness is also feared by our society. So, panel 3, can you answer my question?
Thank you, moderator. So, in my opinion,
And if people don't get the vaccine, then it will get sick easily. So the function and importance of immunization in our body is to stimulate the body to produce antibodies against certain disease infections. Vaccines are not a cure, but they are a preventive method that will reduce the symptoms or effects of disease infection if it occurs later. If we are not vaccinated, we will be easily infected with the disease if the infection hits us. In simple words, without a vaccine, we will be more vulnerable to infection and experience more severe effects of infection. Sometimes, the effects of his disease infection can not only occur for weeks, but can cause serious complications and can even lead to death. So for other effects, when people do not take the vaccine, it can spread the disease to others. Disease outbreaks can be avoided if the majority of the population in an area take the vaccine. If more individuals do not take the vaccine as a preventive measure, then more people will be infected, and it is not impossible that the epidemic will return to the community. When the number of vaccination is high, then it can help reduce infection among those at risk of infection. And then if people don't take the vaccine, it can easily at risk or isolate from people taking vaccines. For example, when there is an outbreak of COVID-19, people who take the vaccine will be given flexibility to go out, while people who do not take the vaccine will have a high risk if they go out. And then most people who don't take the vaccine will get infected, and they will be placed in quarantine center, and they will be strictly controlled and monitored in that place. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you for the penalty because my question have been answered. As we know, we have come to the next of our forum talk that day. Finally, I would like to give an opinion and more conclusion about this for all people of the world that taking this vaccine is something that should be taken for those who are afraid of infection and those who are old because we want to build a new immunity to live in the next generation that has many more disease that will arise and immediately upon us to give to a new society that has a high level of immunity and build a society that is always ready to face the next challenge of infection. Thank you so much for our group.